ArsenalFanTV. Just before we get into the player ratings, bigging up Labrooks, yeah? Sponsoring us, yeah? Cheers! Right. I've got Pippa here. We were going to do it outside the ground, but it's bloody cold. Yeah, right, and we thought we'd come in here for a drink as well. Now, Pippa, player ratings time to get into it. Just before we do that, remind them of your channel again.
My name's Pippa, my channel's Pippa Tube.
Now, we know you are. Oh, come on, man.
All right.
Come on, man. We know you are. My
channel is Pippa Tube, and I do all Arsenal-related content, reviews, previews, fan cams, matchday vlogs, all that good stuff. So subscribe. Okay,
and it's excellent, so make sure you subscribe, all right? Now, time to get into the player ratings. Our special guest, Pippa's going to give us her ratings today. If you go over to her channel, I did my ratings on her channel, right? But she's going to give the ratings. Pet a check-in goal today. You know, United, I was going to say, they had a couple of chances, but there was that chance with Rooney. Yeah. What did you make a check today?
I'll definitely give him a solid 8 out of 10. He didn't have much to do, as you said, but he had that touch from Rooney that he had to be fair, he had to put effort in there to get over the top. So check gets 8 for me. Good performance today.
All right, getting into the defence. Let's start off with Rob Holding.
Yes. Where was he in the last game? We needed him. Holding is top notch at the moment. Quality. Solid 8 performance again. He had a little moment there with Koscielny, but I'll get to Koscielny in a moment. But defensively, top of the notch right now.
£2 million he costs.
I know.
You know, Mustafi cost 30 odd million. He cost 2 million.
Bargain.
Gabriel, I can't remember how much Gabriel cost, but you know, he 5 million, and this kid looks the real deal. Yeah. John Stones cost 50 million.
I know the difference in that. I mean, everyone always compares them, but Holding, I think he's the real deal. Everyone always underestimates Holding, but defensively he's done superb, and he's got so much composure, and he's very confident on the ball. So
yeah, I really like him. Lauren Koscielny,
he gets a 7 for me. He would have got an 8 if he didn't sleep on the ball when Holding went to pass in the ball with that, doing the playback to check. But
I agree with you. You know what? A lot of people were saying, that was Holding's mistake. No,
it wasn't.
But I thought the same thing. I thought that was Koscielny's mistake. Because like you said, he was sleeping. Yeah. He weren't aware that the ball was being passed back. And if it hadn't been for check and a poor finish really from Rooney, he would have been in trouble. Yeah,
definitely. Would have been 1-0 up straight away there. But for the rest of the game, he was class as always. So he gets 7 for me.
Nacho Monreal?
Quality left back. What position did he play today though?
He was sort of playing. Well, he's the left-hand side of that 3, wasn't he? So,
but he did well. Yeah. There wasn't much for him to do defensively today, but he did well in his game today. So he gets a 7 for me. Just in front of him, Kieran Gibbs. Do you know what? Yeah, in your play ratings, you gave him quite a high mark, but for me, it was a 6. I mean, he did his thing on the left wing, but the crosses, none of the crosses. He only had 1 decent cross, but the rest of them were poor for me. One poor pass, it was ridiculous.
Aaron Ramsey, he was man of the match apparently on TV.
Surprisingly, for that first half, if I was to base him on that first half alone, I'd get a solid 4 out of 10 for me. But he came alive in the last 20 minutes of the game. Off the ball, he's magnificent. You need him there when he's off the ball. He does all the work off the ball. When he gets the ball, he makes some poor decisions. But last 20 minutes of the game, he did his bit. So I'd give him a 7 out of 10.
Not your man in the match?
Not my man in the match.
All right, Granit Xhaka.
Granit Xhaka, for this reason alone, using the initiative, this is what we needed from the beginning. When he first joined Arsenal, he was taking the shots out of the box and he was getting them in. He stopped for whatever reason.
According to Claude, he got fined for that.
Yeah, for whatever reason, he don't do it no more. But today he said, F it, I'm going to take a shot. Although it was a deflection, he took the initiative to take the shot. So for that, I'm giving him 8 out of 10.
Okay, fair enough. Moving over onto the other wing, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Now this is my man in the match. Underrated. I don't hear many people applaud him. He was a beast on the wing again. He's got pace and he controls the pace. Before, when he was on the wing, he was doing all the running, but he wasn't doing much with it. There was no end result. But now the crosses he's putting in, I think he was one assisted Welbeck's goal. Yeah, the cross was magnificent. So for me,
if you remember rightly, when we was at Old Trafford, when we got that draw, it was his cross for Giroud's goal as well.
Underestimated. He is. He's a beast on the wing. So for me, he gets a 9 out of 10. He was my man in the match.
Mesut Ozil.
Didn't see much from him today. The bits I did see from him was a bit of creativity there, but there wasn't much from him today, so he gets a 6 out of 10 for me.
Alexis Sanchez.
The same. Didn't see much from him. That guy, that young player, I don't know what his name is. He had him up on the wing a bit, so Alexis gets 6 out of 10 for me as well.
Danny Welbeck.
Danny Welbeck. I've been wanting Wenger to start him for the longest while. I know he's had the injury and whatnot, but I'm glad he come on.
Again, you watch Claude's interview. I mean, I think Claude was spot on. You know, why didn't he play against Tottenham?
Lord knows why he doesn't select him. I'm glad he's this starting 11 I saw today is the starting 11 I want to see in the FA Cup final. I want to see Welbeck start. I'm glad he got out there and scored against his former team, and I'm glad that it was him that got on the score sheet. It was amazing for me today. So he gets 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Substitutes, Francis Coquelin came on for Xhaka.
There wasn't much to judge him on. I saw him did a little somersault in the air trying to defend the ball, but 6 out of 10.
Olivier Giroud.
Again, there was not much to judge him on, so it's hard for me to give a rating. I'll go for mediocre 6. Yeah.
All right, we always, on the channel, we always rate the fans and we rate the manager. Let's rate the fans first.
Fans will get 8 out of 10 for me today. They were alive today. They were involved in the game. That's what we're missing. We're missing the atmosphere, so definitely 8 out of 10.
And finally, the manager today, Arsene Wenger.
Well, for making a change for once and doing his job, being tactically aware, those 2 changes made all the difference today. If we played them against Tottenham, it could have been a different result. So for that alone, I would give him an 8 out of 10 for making that decision. You
know the thing that annoys me? I just look on it and think, why didn't we come out in the second half against Tottenham like we came out in the second half today, like how we came out in the second half against Man City? It's annoying. It's
very annoying, but what can we do? If only they could play like the whole season and throughout the whole game with that much drive, then we would be in a different position than we are now.
Can we get in the top 4, Pippa?
If there's a possibility, but I'd rather focus on the FA Cup final because that's something we can actually achieve this season. I know it'll be terrible for us to be out of Champions League, but it's going to be hard, but I reckon we can do it.
Because remember, if we don't get Champions League, it's Europa League.
And I'm not looking forward to them Thursday nights, bro.
Thursday nights.
All of that.
No. We've been taking the piss out of Tottenham for all these years about Thursday nights. We might be a Thursday night.
Now, trading places.
You know? Me and Claude, I see him sitting over there, over in Kazakhstan on a Thursday night, you know what I mean?
I think it's a myth. It is a Can you imagine? No,
Thanks very much. Thanks very much, Philippa, for giving us our player ratings. Remind everybody of your channel again.
Pippa Tube. Pippa Tube. Yeah.
Pippa Tube, check it out.